President Akufo-Addo has returned home from Geneva, Switzerland, after participating in the 6th edition of the Africa CEO Forum. The forum provided a unique platform for discussions and debate on the economic and industrial challenges confronting the African continent.
President Akufo-Addo, whilst at the forum, had discussions with some investors on the sideline.
Malaria due to Plasmodium falciparum as occurs in Ghana. I have in the studio tonight a representative from the Ghana Pharmaceutical Council, Kwabena Asante Ofei. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
So tell me what we should ignore in terms of the rumors or circulation, information circulation, circulating on social media.
Okay, so the most important part is that information is completely untrue. The first point is that the statement says that they have been removed because they kill instantly, and then they also cause kidney failure. Now that information is not true. It doesn't kill instantly, and they don't cause any kidney failure. So we are concerned because we don't want to cause any form of panic in the system. And that's why the Pharmaceutical Society of Ghana, not the Pharmacy Council, decided to issue that statement. Yes.
So the Pharmaceutical Society of Ghana.
That's right.
How different is that from the Pharmacy Council?
The Pharmacy Council is a statutory body which regulates pharmacy practice in Ghana. But the Pharmaceutical Society of Ghana is an association
of pharmacists practicing within the jurisdiction.
That's right.
So tell me, this anti-malarial combinations, you've told me that the information is not true.
That's right.
So I also know that there are a lot of malarial drugs on the market. Could it possibly be that because of the excess numbers of these anti-malarials, maybe competition from one product to the other is encouraging people to go on such witch hunting of particular products?
Well, I can't speak to that, but it's important to also note that Ghana has shifted from the use of monotherapies. So Ghana doesn't use only one single
like we did in chloroform
with chloroquine.
No, chloroquine
exactly in the
oh
past.
My God!
So we use combination therapies. That's why we said artemisinin-based combination therapies.
That's right.
And most of those medicines that were mentioned there are artemisinin products. Some of them are also some of it is amodiaquine as well. And these are used in combination. That's why it's important to dispel that, because if you go to a pharmacy or a hospital and your doctor gives you amodiaquine and an artemisinin combination therapy, you may be alarmed to use it because of this information. So,
but it is actually the right treatment.
It's actually the right treatment, the combination therapy, the right treatment.
So I know that malaria has been with us for a long time, and sometimes we discuss questions of why do we still have malaria here? Several years it has been eliminated in some parts of the world. What are we not doing right in terms of the treatment of malaria in the tropics?
Well, the causative organism, our environment is conducive for the survival of the causative organism. And there are things that we have been advised that we can do to reduce, the spread of this. For example, keep our environments clean, don't allow stagnant water to be there for a long time. And those practices, I think for some time now we have ignored them. And there are these are things that we should do. The National Malaria Control Program also has put in place certain measures. For example, children when they are born are supposed to sleep under mosquito-treated nets. There are certain therapies that pregnant women have to go through. So all these things are measures that have been put in place to reduce the incidence of malaria. And I believe that if we're able to comply fully with them as a people, then the incidence of malaria should come down.
Could be drastically reduced.
That's right. But in respect of this, I think it's also important to note that the Food and Drugs Authority is the final authority on medicines in our country.
You did say that in your statement.
Exactly.
But where does it come in here? Is it to quash the authority of whichever foreign entity tests the efficacy of local drugs, or
yes.
what?
So every medicine that comes into this country is supposed to be registered with the Food and Drugs Authority. Now, the registration is a whole process. It includes testing in their state-of-the-art laboratories to make sure that it's of the right quality and it's supposed to do what it says it has to do. And then beyond that, the Food and Drugs Authority also has something they call post-market surveillance, where they periodically randomly pick pick medicines on the market to test them to see whether, while on the market, they still comply with the quality standards on the market. So there's no product legally on our markets which will not meet the required standard and will continue to be there.
So you would say that there is no drug which has, which the FDA has considered banning?
The FDA periodically, and in the world at large, periodically science comes up with evidence that the particular medicine should not be used for a certain purpose. And the regulatory bodies worldwide coordinate and speak among each other. And so when something like that comes up, it is banned usually worldwide. And so if this information was true in the European markets and the evidence was actually the case, it wouldn't be circulating on the social media like that. The FDA itself would have issued that statement for the people to use. So the reason I'm bringing this in is that when you are in doubt as to the quality of a particular medicine or any information, check from the FDA. But one will say that the FDA is not present everywhere at any point in time. And that's why we have experts of medicines called pharmacists who are there in our communities and everywhere, and they can actually opine on the quality of any medicine or information or use on any medicine at any point in time. So I advise you to talk to your pharmacist, make your pharmacist your friend, and speak to him at any time that you want.
Right. Let me finally ask you whether you have, as a pharmacy association, pharmaceuticals associations, whether you have identified particular challenges with the administration of these drugs which were mentioned, and you know, which were more like there were intentions to blacklist them.
No, we haven't seen, in terms of the adverse side effects that have been indicated, that we haven't seen anything like that. But the only thing we would say is that we have noticed that people, anti-malaria therapy is for a certain period, normally 3 days. But people take the first day, second day, they feel better, and then they stop. That is one thing that we want to say that people should not do. But in terms of adverse effects that were indicated, like kidney failure and then instant death, no, there was nothing like that. We haven't seen anything like that. Is it also,
okay, so the Pharmaceutical Council, apart from assuaging the fears of Ghanaians in general, is it also possible that you were concerned that these could lead to loss in business for your members, especially if, you know, a drug is being blacklisted that way on social media? You could lose jobs. It's not a consideration.
No, it's not a consideration. Our number one priority is on the safety of the people and not the business.
Mr. Asante-Ofe, we're grateful for your time.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Kwabena Asante-Ofe is with the Ghana Pharmaceutical Councils. And